I have
Okay.
some really weird-ish to say.
Okay.
Well,
We're recording, so you can
the
start
first
whenever.
drink was way too much, and then
Oh,
I refilled, so that's
okay.
good.
Okay.
The second thing is Ozempic, these, the belching.
Are you
I feel
wait,
like
wait,
Homer
wait.
Simpson. It's
Are you
like,
doping?
oh, it's like, ooh, ooh. I'm like, "Oh my
Mm,
gosh."
okay.
The
Okay.
third thing I wanna say
Hmm.
is that I'm so excited about the podcast.
So this is like episode 1, right? And we're gonna be consistent.
Mhm.
See,
Consistency is the key because the girls might not be talented, but they are consistent.
they oh whoa. That's how you started?
I've
Oh,
started already. Mhm.
the girls might not be talented, but
But
we
the
don't
girls are consistent. They are consistent.
the girls. I'm not gonna ask who the girls are, but I love the moniker the girls. We love that.
And
Uh-huh.
I think I have one more thing to say. Yeah, I was trying to eat a salad. So it's like this prepared, already ready salad from um a store.
Okay.
I had a salad from a store
Hmm.
and I'm eating it and the chicken gets like really like a bone in the chicken. So I'm
Oh,
like, oh, and I'm really weird about meat. So if it
okay.
says like rib cage meat or something, I'm automatically gonna toss the entire. So I'm chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing this piece of chicken because
Hmm.
if I take it out and analyze it, it's gonna ruin my entire meal and night. So I just kept eating it and I chewed excessively until I was able to.
Did you swallow?
Wait,
Do you swallow? Never mind. Never mind.
are we
It's
doing
okay.
this?
Huh?
I only let me tell you something
Mhm.
that I really enjoy, and you already know I only date a particular type of person. Mm-hmm. You know this.
We'll save that for another day. Hmm.
We don't have to engage in those activities. It's so rewarding
Wait.
at all.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They don't
Mm-hmm.
like it?
At all. It's very disrespectful to the culture. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm working way too hard.
I don't work
Whoa.
at all. At all.
I don't think I was aware. Is that because I've only had one, and baby, he was Americanized.
No, it's been consistent
Mhm.
throughout. No receiving, no giving. And I am fine with that because I'm a lady of ease. I'm a lady of leisure.
When you say receiving, what do you mean?
You can usually it's just no. Neither party.
Huh.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep. And I am completely
Well, I think
unmoved by
I
that.
completely withdrawn myself from that end of the spectrum because ain't no way.
Really?
Not receiving?
You know, I've been with this particular group for probably 10 plus years now. Very
Okay.
pana, pana what's it called? Panoramic.
Oh,
Pre-panoramic,
right. We
I've
have to
been
say that
dating
on
this
here. I
group.
forgot. Yeah. Hmm.
So I'm 10 years in, and it's been extremely taboo in every situation. And
Oh.
maybe because I am exclusively with uncles,
Oh.
the
Okay.
elders.
Okay.
Mhm.
Not the elders, not the elderly.
We
Speaking of the
started this episode
uh-huh.
wild,
Well, let's go back a little bit. Hello, everybody. What's up? My name is Shy.
and I'm
Welcome to
LA.
our.
Hey, y'all.
This is LA. Welcome to our podcast. What is it? Bonnets and robes. Bonnets
We
and
are bonnets
bathrobes.
and
Bonnets and
bathrobes,
bathrobes. Yes,
ladies.
yes, yes. That's
Mhm.
what we're doing here. Let's okay. We got the intros out of the way now because you went right in.
I had some things to get off my chest, but
I see.
once the juice starts flowing.
Okay. Well, it sounds
Mhm,
like it's
mhm.
flowing, so we can continue on. So where do we go here with episode 1? I know this one's gonna be kind of rough as we kind of figure this thing out,
This one
but
is rough.
it,
Um,
it's no time like the present to start, right?
I agree. I agree. And I had some ideas about things we could talk about. And I don't know if you want to jump right in, but
Hmm.
our first segment, where should we go from here?
You tell me. I'm along for the ride.
Should we do? I would love to do the sips and spills.
Okay, let's start there. Sips and spills it is.
Okay, let's take a sip. Cheers to
Okay,
episode 1.
cheers to episode 1 and hitting record.
Cheers to the chemistry. Cheers to the dynamic. Cheers
Cheers
to the black
to.
cats and orange cats.
We gonna start with this orange cat thing.
I don't
That's my
know. We can
that's my
probably skip the
control,
orange
y'all.
cat, but just so the viewers understand what the orange cat scenario is.
Mm-hmm.
Again, my name is LA for those of you who are new to who I am. I'm a black cat. In relationships, they describe women like me. We don't particularly like men. We don't like engaging with them. We don't like conversations with them, but we are attracted to them and we do ultimately want to be in healthy partnerships with them. They sometimes describe the black cat as the woman who is the ultimate partner for a man because you must be pretty amazing if she's chosen you.
So now that we've gotten what
And
you
ladies
are
and
out
gentlemen,
there,
I call my friend Shy.
there we go.
I call my friend Shy the orange cat.
And what is the
She
orange
is the
cat?
opposite of me. I am a cynic, and I just would like to rid the earth of problematic things. My friend Shy, she is the exact opposite. She's a butterfly flying amongst. She flies amongst the tulips.
Y'all hear this shit?
She gives the most grace, and people are not breaking up. They have long-lasting relationships. They're still in love. She gives everybody the benefit of the doubt. And I love that. I want to be more like her.
Y'all hear this? This is what I deal with. Y'all hear this? This is my friend in real life, everybody.
She's such a sweet
She just
person.
basically called
But
me.
I think that brings us. No, you're an amazing woman. You're an amazing woman.
It strictly sounds like I'm a simp.
Ooh, what a word.
What a word.
Ooh, simping. I don't think, yeah, you're just nice. And I don't want to be nice. I don't like nice on me.
Nice. But you know what though? Funny you say that, right? Because I do equally believe that my relationships don't work because I am too nice. Like I truly think that's a real thing. I think that is a real thing. I think, and it's for various reasons, right? Because it seems like a lot of men, like not, and I'm not, whatever, somebody gonna take it wrong. I don't care. I'm not trying to say I'm the shit or whatever, but a lot of men are baffled and hit you with it. It's too good to be true type of thing. Like it has to be something wrong. She must be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of those things instead of just realizing like, I just really am a really cool chick. Like I was raised by really cool chicks. All the women in my family are really cool. Like we are the best girlfriends ever. Like we don't harp on stuff. I don't even argue. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't beating on me, cheating on me, or abusing me, I don't argue.
You know what?
I don't argue. No, I don't argue.
I am literally causing hell the moment I wake up. I want to antagonize you.
See? Yeah, no.
Not you, but the partner. I'm like,
yeah. No, you do it to me too. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. She does it to me as well, everybody. So I understand it, but no.
Yes, I'm on a rampage as soon as I wake up. What?
Really? Yeah, no.
Oh, yes. And I think and I don't think that's my entire personality, but because I am so anti-male in the dating space. Now, professionally, I can work with you. We'll be the best colleagues at work. We can go out for drinks. We can hang out. We can network. But as a partner, I am wreaking havoc. And I don't know why,
Mm,
but I'm very happy in my current situation. And
okay.
he continues to return, continues to provide, doesn't miss a call. We do dinner 4, 5, 6 times a week because he hates my cooking. I will admit that. But I am living a dream.
Yeah. And I'm over here when I
Mhm.
am in relationships being Chef Boyardee,
Mhm.
making ice cream sandwiches from scratch, put them in the freezer because that's their favorite snack, like all kind of stuff. I'm doing all of these things. You know what I'm saying? Like we go out, of course, but I enjoy the domestic things. But yeah, and you see where it got me. So clearly, I am definitely doing something wrong, and I can admit that. Yeah, right. Like literally, when I say ice cream sandwiches from scratch, like I'm making the cookies, I make the ice cream, like all of that.
No, no, you're
Absolutely,
not.
I
No, you're
love
not.
that. Yes, absolutely. Yep. And guess what? I ain't
The
got
problem
nobody
for
credit
me
card to
with
grab.
the
No
problem
credit
for
card.
me with women who are like you, which are, very domestic, you're very loving, you cater, and that is the norm. That should be the norm, and we should be in relationships with partners who deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
The problem for me is that there aren't enough deserving. I don't. I. I'm. I'm. Even though I date an amazing person now, who's
Mm-hmm.
extremely selfless and giving, and does more
Did you just use the word
every
selfless
day.
when it comes to a man?
Is he selfless?
Yes.
Oh, 100%. A
You
hundred.
can say that out. If you can say that out loud, that means that that is
Mhm.
the truth. Yes.
And let me
Okay.
tell you, it
Okay.
is the first time I've ever used this word for a male species.
Mm.
Ever.
Okay.
The things that he does and goes over and beyond when I know he's exhausted or done like a 15, 12 hour day of just work, 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 and he
Mhm.
will still be like showing up.
Wow. Okay.
I know. And not complaining. Like, even he had an interaction with my mother a few days ago, and she was like, he's just still smiling, still smiling. I'm like, oh, he's so sweet. But I still wake up and I'm like,
Wait for it, y'all.
why
Wait
is your
for it.
phone flipped over? I'm wake up, get right to it. But I think in today's dating age,
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I want to be closer to where you are, but not too far away from where I am. If that makes sense.
Okay. And honestly, don't laugh at me.
Like, sprinkle less poison on the food. That's what I want. I want to cook the
Not
meal
not
and
no
sprinkle
poison, just
less,
less. Less.
still a
Okay.
little.
Just a little. Okay. I guess. Yeah,
Mhm.
I guess so. It takes honestly for me, it takes more energy and more away from me being me to try to be
Mhm.
that black cat. Like
Yeah.
I don't have black cat energy in me
Mhm.
unless you push me to that point.
Mm.
Like it just doesn't rest there. Which is probably a problem though. I should probably learn. Like maybe I should be more like you and
And
less
it's
like
interesting
me.
because I don't know. I don't think that I'm at a healthy place where this should be my norm. But I think back now, there are so many instances. There's so many instances in which I can recall my father being a black, educated, high earning elitist amongst other black people. And
Hmm.
he would wreak havoc on like normal everyday, the delivery man, the cashier. And I would witness this. And I think it has seeped into who I am
Hmm.
in not a good way. I don't think it is a great quality,
Hmm.
but I won't remove it because I understand who men are.
And it protects you though. Honestly,
Yeah.
it protects you
Mhm.
because I mean, I could semi be Risa Tisa and give a whole 50-part series of something I went through. because I didn't have that element. Like, you protect yourself in a way, but if I operated from the black cat standpoint, then what occurred never would happen. And we get goods and bads with everything, but I would have been more prevalent in how I dealt with Buddy, we'll say. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And they
Yeah,
do
Orange Cat
say,
failed me in that moment, in that point,
yeah,
I'll say. Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. And black cat, I saw a thing on TikTok because they
Mhm.
say black cats have to be paired with, in good relationships, black cats need a golden
I was
retriever.
just about to say a golden retriever. That makes sense.
The current partner is a golden retriever.
Mm.
He does not, I've not had an instance where it was a no. It may be a tomorrow.
Mhm.
It's never been a no.
Okay,
And
and
this
so
is a
for
year
those who
in.
don't know, what exactly is a golden retriever in a relationship?
A golden retriever is that guy that's always happy, always accommodating, always smiling at you, even when you're like, oh, gross. You look really gross this morning. He is still smiling at you
Mhm.
and like, give me a kiss. Can I have a hug? I'll be right back. Like, there's nothing you can do to really, it's just like a golden
They're
retriever.
just happy.
Always
Okay.
happy, always excited to see you. You are the light. This man says, love of my life. I'll say, babe, he'll say, love of my life. And I'm like, "Ugh, gross. Please. You know what I mean?
Okay. See, yeah, I
And
don't
I'll be
know.
like, your lips
I
are
don't
dry.
You know what's so crazy? I don't know that I've ever had a golden retriever.
Mm.
Now, provider, yes. Gifter, yes. All those things, but never a golden retriever. Yeah.
You know, I'm going to tell you what
No, I don't need
the
you to set
West
me up. It's okay. Oh, okay.
African,
I'm sorry, what?
the West African,
Mm-hmm.
if you black cat them, they can really golden retrieve.
See, yeah. And maybe that's why I haven't, because I don't know that I have black cat in me.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know that I have. It takes more
Maybe
energy.
I'll put a ebook in a stand store for women to learn to
LTK,
black cat.
and something, yeah, something. Because how to black
Mhm,
cat.
mhm,
I wouldn't buy
mhm,
it, but I would
mhm.
I would share it.
Please, please, please.
Oh God. Let me stop.
Okay,
We need to grow
so
up.
we're still in sips and spills. Are we still sipping and spilling?
I mean, where else should we go? Let's go to, well, let's sip and spill, because sip and spills, what are we calling? What are we classifying as sips and spills? Are those going to be our social media hot topics, trending topics, just conversations?
Mm,
Or what is that going to be? So let's stay there for a
I
second.
think we should do like the gossip, the hot topics, and sips and
Okay,
spills,
so
where we
let's
just
stay
sit
there,
and
because
talk a little jazz. Hmm.
okay, so I don't, it's not necessarily gossip, or even a hot topic, but it's something I saw that really bothers me.
Hmm.
Kendra G really bothers me.
Ooh,
She
clink,
really
clink,
bothers
clink.
me. She really
Hold on,
bothers
hold
me.
on. I
Okay.
need to clink
And
some.
I guess it's her brand at this point. However, I don't know if you saw her last. So I don't often watch, not anymore. I used to love it because it used to be very entertaining. Her dating show, but it's at the point now where it's just, I don't even know that it's laughable, but I feel like it's dangerous, like Love is Blind, like a Netflix show. Like, because
Ooh.
some of the, like, she's platforming these imbeciles that, like, I mean, for her it's clicks and money, but like, I should not know
Right.
who this man is that lives in a shelter, that has a 9-month baby, that is sitting up talking about the type of woman he wants. Sir, you have so many other things that are important right now. We don't care about your shelter living self with your 9-month old and what you desire. Like, that should have never, like, that should not be something I know about right now. And then he was back
So
on tonight for part two.
I saw there was a part 2, and I haven't watched part 1 because it is so repulsive.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, and I never even put that together,
Mm-hmm.
exposing your app users
Mm-hmm.
to this person
Mm-hmm.
is absolutely dangerous.
It's so dangerous because there is some woman somewhere. Now, I'm gonna tell you what an orange cat is not. An orange cat is not
Mhm.
ever gonna feel sorry for that. Reach out and say, "Come stay with me. Let me get you out the shelter." We
Mhm.
ain't doing that.
Mhm.
But there is what we gonna call that, a white cat. Someone somewhere is gonna feel empathy for this man, and she has now platformed this man, and he's not attracted to me, but to somebody he might be. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And now
Mhm.
he has the opportunity to um pull a charade, allegedly, which is the guy who was dating Sarah G and the lady Chelsea, and just misuse and abuse financially, emotionally, everything, or the black quote unquote TikTok swindler. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have now platformed this man to your millions of followers and subscribers and given him this open opportunity to run amok, for lack of a better term. And I detest that.
It is absolutely 100% dangerous
Hmm.
for her to expose those women who she understands because she does a bit of you need to humble yourself for her female guests. So
Absolutely.
she makes these women
Hmm. Like, yeah, and she does it in a manner in which she almost humbles her female guest as if she is sitting on the screen in a Halle Berry essence, and I've never understood it.
Mhm.
I've never understood
That
it.
she is what Cynthia G would call male identified, regardless of
Hmm.
the sometimes the positions that she takes
Correct.
in which she says, "Oh," or she'll be, like,
It's very calculated to me.
"Oh, girl, now that you say that, you're absolutely
It's
right."
very calculated so that she can sing to the untrained eye. And I'm not going to say not the unintellectual or non-intellectual person, but to the untrained eye, or to a person that just doesn't always look for that in people, it's very easy to see the overarching facade. Because yes, you are very male-centered and male-identified, period, point blank, and you do the balancing act to make it appear as though you're not. And I think,
I am
yeah.
actually y- you opened my eyes right now today in the fact that you have a huge responsibility of now that your app is the one linking these
Correct.
people together.
Yeah.
You have a bigger responsibility than the Google AdSense check.
Yeah. It goes like when you start to really get into a position in which you are truly affecting people, because it's beautiful when it comes together and it's good. That's a beautiful thing. But
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
if you're gonna take part and relish in the beauty, you have to also entertain the other portion too, where it's detrimental. Like, you don't get one without the other. You get both.
You don't get one without the
You
other.
don't get one without the other. Like, so where is the responsibility factor? Because truth be told, the first time that man called in, it's fine, right? We don't know what he got going on. You can let him talk. Who cares where he's living? We don't know. You ask questions, it is what it is. But now that you know, he's living in a shelter,
Mhm.
he has nothing, he makes pizza. You can see he's very mentally unstable by how he's answering your questions. You platform him a second time to now potentially a new group of people.
Mhm.
Okay. So whatever happens next, don't feel bad or don't be
You're
hands off.
absolutely right, and that is probably what I picked up on when I was, first seeing the clip, and I kept seeing this baby in his hand from the thumbnail,
Hmm.
and something about his face read And forgive me, audience, if this is offensive, but something about his face red, he's not okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I watched the first clip, and honestly, his mannerisms, how he
Mm-hmm.
smiled, how he answered questions,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell he's mentally unwell, allegedly. So we make sure we're safe. But
Mm-hmm.
you can see it, like like people who are pretty well balanced can get a sense of things like that. And like the energy read wasn't right. Like, and then for me to open up my algorithm today and he's back
And he's
and
back.
he's back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gonna do it to me again? Oh no. First thing out
Yeah.
his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, all my inbox was flooded, so I wore, orange and brown, so I could be a Reese's piece. Somebody was in my inbox told me I got Reese's pieces.
Okay. I think I'm
Girl,
gonna have to step on some toes when I say this. We're putting a lot of the responsibility on Kendra. We also need to have a conversation about Black women
mm-hmm.
and their choices in partners, their refusal to put themselves on a pedestal,
Mm-hmm.
their unending desire to be a savior to adult men.
Oh.
Some Black woman will have that baby and that man in her house before summer.
Oh.
Before summer, a Black woman will
Mm.
have that baby. And I hate to sound like the bumbling fools that we call podcast bros,
Listen,
but this is a opportunity where they're not going to choose better. And they're
correct.
going to have to walk down the learn the lesson path
Mm-hmm.
once again.
Yeah.
Because whoever chooses him, trust me, she has other lessons learned.
Yeah. And it's so saddening to even think about it because even the baby he's holding, he created with
Mm-hmm.
a napkin that decided
Mm-hmm.
to say, "I'm okay." Even she ain't want to deal with him. She said, "No, I'm
She
good.
ain't
You
want to
got
deal
it."
with him.
She said, "No, I'm good. You got it."
There will be a Black woman who will have that baby, and that man, whatever else he brings with him in her home before summer.
So I beg the question here: why do you think Black women identify with savior syndrome so much?
That's a great question.
Mhm.
That is a great question that I don't have the answer to. I really could not put that into a podcast off the top of my head. I don't know. It all has to lead back to what we think we deserve, but why don't we think we deserve more? Is it because we don't see ourselves as worthy? And is that tied into how we view our physical appearance?
It can't be because
You don't think so?
no, it can't be how you view your physical appearance because we have too many beautiful women who are out here saving. It,
I don't think I don't think on a large scale
mhm,
what we consider beautiful, the beautiful women that do the saving,
mhm.
I don't think they even see them. They might see themselves as beautiful, but in comparison for society and what we've
Uh,
been taught and trained about our
well,
looks,
well, not really. So let's start at the top. Halle Berry. Name one
wow.
worthy partner she's had.
Halle
Sierra
Berry has a savior
knows.
syndrome.
Sierra knows she's beautiful. Luckily, she got out. But just imagine if she didn't get out.
Mm.
It's quite a few. Who else?
There are quite a few influencers here on YouTube that are
Oh, I
carrying
was trying to
men.
say, oh, and what Jesse will be saying,
There are a
and
lot of
whoa, she be
influencers
like, what
here
she
on
say, and
YouTube,
whoa,
TikTok, and Instagram.
oh, shout out Jesse Woo. Oh goodness, girl,
If they're
what be
not,
on YouTube
they're,
saying? No, don't do it.
I
Don't
don't
do
know.
it.
It's a
Don't.
lot of
No, we're
stay at
not
home
doing that.
dads and a lot of just stay at home men.
A
The
stay-at-home
men like
man?
to stay home.
Is that a real sentence? A
Yeah.
stay-at-home man?
The women don't have children, but they have stay at home husbands.
Wait. Okay, walk me through this because I've never in my life seen a stay-at-home man. That doesn't equate to anything for me. I don't know what that looks like. What's a stay-at-home man? You have an
The men
example?
literally just wake up, hop on the black woman's back, and I can't,
Not
can I
carrying
say
you
that?
like.
Mm hmm. Mm hmm.
Yo, let me tell you something. Charlemagne, the God. After this episode
Mm.
and your messy stuff, he better give us a whole contract because you're ridiculous.
The men wake up, they don't brush their teeth, they don't put the toilet seat back down, they go to the
Somebody
bathroom, they come
save
back,
me.
they roll the black woman over, they latch on to her back to ride her like a donkey. The men for the influencers I want to say names, but the girls know
No
who they
name.
are and their
We're new here.
audiences know who they are. I'm sorry.
Lipstick Alley knows who they are too.
Lipstick Alley knows the
Everything.
girls are being ridden like donkeys.
That is crazy. That is insane. Are they young though?
I'm serious. Are they what?
Are they young? Because if you're young, you can make those. I mean, you get to make those kind of mistakes when they're young. Like,
Cheers to listen. I was gonna cheers to my age, but the girls I see do no, they're not. They're 39 to 45. The young girls don't have men riding them like donkeys. The older women, and let me tell you something. This might
uh-huh.
even relate back to my black cat syndrome. There is not a man that could leave me and I'd be like, oh my God, it's the end. I need to do something fast.
Well,
No.
now, if I am an orange cat, I will say we don't do that either. Because truth be told,
Thank
we
God.
would
And what
rather
color are
we
these
would rather
cats?
red. We would rather be solo. Honestly. I mean, let's be real. Like if I'm an orange cat and I have to live with it, and that's what I'm gonna do, I'd rather be solo than to deal with any of it. Like,
These women are so inspirational.
mhm.
They earn a lot of money, they have leisure, they have freedom, they buy the cars they want, they live in gorgeous homes, they go to these luxury stores or DH Gate and purchase these products all day.
Whoa,
The
where did I come
girls
up from?
are at the luxury stores, they
But
come
let's
out
be
with DH Gate packages, and they go home to men who have been home all day. Mhm.
well, okay, so let me address two things real quick. One, I'm never gonna DH gate shame because I think the girls who are out here spending $900 plus on shoes in the same style in 20 different colors are idiots. If it applies, it applies. I'm not taking anything back. It is what it is. Because, baby, before I do that, I'll have a White Castles and a Coney Island and a Waffle House and a few other things out here in Houston because I ain't got time. I'm not giving Hermes all that money. I'm not giving anybody all that money. Now, if somebody wants to buy it and gift it, that's fine. And I can buy and gift my select pieces I want. But,
Of
baby,
course, yes. You should.
we're not giving
Mhm. Mhm.
$20,000 for one style of sandal in 20 colors. No, we're not doing that. Never in life. I got a whole son and I
Mhm.
got time. And if you are doing that
Who would
and renting an apartment or renting a house where your children don't have health insurance, or you won't even go to the doctor because you just prefer holistic care, but you're breaking out all over the place, then you have a problem. But go ahead. You the black cat. I'm not.
But it is Chanel. It's Chanel though.
It's fine. I have plenty Chanel, and I have plenty I bought. I have plenty
I
that was
love
gifted.
you gotta love a $1,700 costume necklace, right?
Y'all, we
Mhm.
ain't gonna make it past episode 3. This gonna be it.
We
Whoever
love
see
a
this,
costume necklace.
let me tell you something.
You know, and these girls, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. These girls are not younger than us. And let me tell you something.
So for
I
full
make
disclosure,
enough.
I'm
My partner
40.
makes,
Mhm.
I'm 40. How am I? Oh, I'm
Girl, I
41.
be having a thing too. I'm
My
40. I just
partner
turned
makes
40 last
enough.
year. Hmm.
My partner makes enough, and I make enough that I could have whatever the fuck I want from the luxury stores. Literally, no problem. I mean, but aside from being sensible, I understand and have seen these same people talk about these luxury brands and how they are treated at the fashion shows, how they are not invited to the same events as the other colored influencers.
Hmm.
And then in the next video, they have these same luxury brands on their wish list.
That's crazy.
You
Yeah.
cannot convince the influencers should not be influencing. I don't understand. And then we have the same 25 women who want the same 3 items. It is the Coach Kiss Lock bag, it is the David Yurman bracelet, and it's the Cartier Love necklace or bracelet or ring. The girls, the influencers who are supposedly
Hmm.
telling us about or honing in on what's hot, what's not, what to buy, they all want the same 4 things.
Hmm.
And it's not even creative. It's
Mm.
not even inspirational. I'm going to shout out some names because I do love the likes of a Tamika B who
Mm.
has consistently put color and creativity in our faces.
And,
The Selena,
and you know
or
somebody else?
sincerely Selena. Mm-hmm.
Somebody else, Jerry Macia. So
Mm-hmm.
she love everything about her. She even started showing off this black owned brand, right? This
Mm-hmm.
designer. Love it. I'm all here for a black owned business. I'm here for whatever. But now the girls are copying her, and I can name only maybe one or two that have said her name to tell
Mm.
people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see the girls walking around with these Vault label bags, and literally, honestly, I think only one influencer actually said her name, and that's where they got it from. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to they don't want to pay homage and tell what's going on. But yeah, but I love
It's a
Jernica
nasty
because
game. Mm-hmm.
she's so fashion for she's such a fashion girly. It's such a fashion
She
girly.
really
Everything
is.
about her, love her to death. But yeah, I can't
And
remember.
Jerenika, she's so talented with understanding her audience.
Correct.
I don't like the girls that get on here and promote the same brands that they told us would not let them sit front row. And then you talk about the beauty and the luxury and the skincare, and it's like, girl, who do you care about?
Well, actually, I got one better. How about the
Ooh,
girls that get on here and promote the brands, but the brand wouldn't even consider them for sponsorship?
never would. Never
Never,
would. Clock that.
never. Like
Clock that.
literally,
Never
like
consider the girl.
you're on
Ooh,
here shouting
girl.
these brands out. Like you on here shouting these brands out, talking about how great they are, and
Mm-hmm.
they looking at everybody around you, but not you.
Always. Always.
Even your best friend that ain't even hit 30,000 subscribers yet.
I think we should move on to another segment. Oh no, we still have to talk about Marvin Sapp.
Hmm?
Well, I don't want to get out of here without talking about
Okay,
Marvin Sapp.
no, okay, so let's talk about that because I'm sure I have a very opposite or opposing view than you. So you go first.
Marvin Sapp, you confirm that he is actually not only an artist, he is actually a pastor. He has
He
a
was.
flock.
He has his discipline. Yes, he has his degree.
Okay.
But let me say this
Um,
for you before you say anything, because I think you might have gotten a piece of the story and not the whole story. So I want you to have the full
mhm.
picture. Okay. So,
Please give it to me.
yes.
Yes.
So, a few things, right? So, one, this clip that is circulating is from more than a year ago. That's the first thing.
Mm.
The second thing is it was a strictly fundraising event. That was not
It
a
was
church.
not.
It was not
Oh,
a church service. It was a fundraising event that
okay.
was taking place. And what he said was, we have 1,000 people here in the temple. We have 1,000 people online. If everyone gives $20, we can reach the $40,000 goal that this church has. And he said, close the doors. However, he didn't say it in a I'm locking y'all in, y'all can't leave manner. It was just in just kind of make just rounding out the whole statement to make it be like a full picture type of thing. It wasn't being facetious, it wasn't being dramatic, he wasn't being serious. He was just saying, hey, let's close the doors. We're gonna get $20 from everybody so we can get this 40,000 we need. Now, it wasn't a church service. It was everybody that was there they purchased tickets for the fundraising event. So for me, that
Mm-hmm.
changes it a little bit because we're not just in church, like we came here for a purpose. This church needs 40K. Let's see what we can do to get it. So that was the circumstance around the whole Marvin Sapp incident. And people like clickbait. So they've been like kind of clicking and tearing up what's been going on, but nobody has told start to finish kind of what the circumstances were surrounding that. Like no, like only a few people have even mentioned that it was like a year or so ago when this happened.
Okay. I can say I appreciate you giving me context because I feel like they were there to give.
Mm-hmm.
The people in attendance were there to give, and that makes it a completely different story. But of course,
Correct.
social media gives you 15 seconds to 30 to get the
Correct.
story out. So now that you've given me more context, Marvin Sapp, I can cross him off my to-do list for the time being.
Correct. And that's what I said when I heard it because I was like, wait a minute. Because everything that I know about him, and because I follow him for a very long time, and everything that I know about him, it didn't
Mm-hmm.
support the narrative that was being displayed. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that motherfucker ain't about to say lock no doors and give some money. Let's be clear. Marvin
Okay.
Sapp
Okay.
is
Okay.
like he is the person that if he is in church and they have like a $20,000 goal, and when they do their donations, they only make 15, he'll just give the 5. So that never sat
Yeah.
right with me. So
Okay.
I went to digging because and honestly for me, I'm sure, and I don't know this to be true, I'm sure he was asking because whatever the church didn't get, he was going to supplement. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
So let me see what all I can get, honestly, so I can give less if I have to. Like I'm gonna give it, but
It
as
makes
much
sense.
as
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
why not? You know what I'm saying? Like
And he's a successful business person who clearly understands
correct.
church folk and how to motivate them. And I appreciate that. I
Absolutely. So,
appreciate you giving me that
and that's what I was
insight.
telling people earlier. I was on TikTok. I'm like, listen, no, like y'all getting this 10, 15-second clip that folks are wanting to
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
show that is basically clickbait. Like that's not the full picture. One, people didn't realize like it was a year plus ago. And two, he didn't say lock the doors. That was just the easy misnomer for people to make, because it sounds great.
Well, okay. So we can take Marvin Sapp off of the sip and spiels for
Okay, who
today.
else on there?
I think Britt Eady should be right on
Um,
the top of the list.
girl, baby, let me tell you something.
Because Britt Eady came off as the ultimate YN on the last episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Is she serious with this? I got whips and pistols, and where's my husband?
First of all, let's be very clear. for the audience, whomever's watching, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm from Detroit, okay? Um, where the get down is a little worse than whatever get down you could imagine. Ain't no motherfucker ever said I
Mhm.
got whips in a fight. Let's start there.
What
Whips
does
aren't for
whips
fight.
mean?
Whips ain't. I have no idea. Whips ain't for fights. That's not what they're for. Um, I really feel like, and I detest this so much, but I really feel like Britt Edie wants to be Kenya. So
Brit
the way
Edie
in which you
wanted an
become
alignment.
right, and the way in which you become something is you first have to get rid of it so you can have a space to feel.
Ooh.
And I feel like that is what Britt Edie did because nothing about what transpired warranted any of the responses we saw.
Agreed.
And I see now why Kenya has been quiet. And even my friends will tell you, I love Kenya Moore, but I am not a Kenya Moore stan. She does
Mhm.
so much that I don't agree with that I can't ever really align and get with her. However, when you write, you write. It is what it is. And this whole portrayal of revenge P BS because nothing she displayed was something that she got that wasn't already out there. So
Mm.
technically, it ain't revenge P. Baby, you did OnlyFans. Baby, you posted these pictures. Baby, somebody else posted these pictures. No, I'm just putting your actions on display. And honestly, and what's up with Bravo? Honestly, like, did Bravo just want to get rid of Kenya? Because I don't understand the alignment with Brit over Kenya because like I won't even watch. I'm not even watching this season because Kenya's not on it because I don't believe in how they treated her, and I'm not even her
Mhm.
biggest fan. But when you think about it, I saw a clip and I was disgusted at the fact that they allowed Britt to say on camera that she wanted to apologize to Kenya, and Kenya's nowhere to be found because she's no longer allowed to film because she has been suspended or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you give half of a story that way?
And I would really love to be inside of the talks that HR are having, not even with Kenya or Brit, but amongst themselves, because they have to figure out what do we call this so that Kenya's blowback is not. And I bet you Kenya was waiting for that episode to air.
Let me tell you something. I believe Kenya has somebody in production that she is very cool with because she had to know
Mm-hmm.
that they were going to display it like she did, like they did, for her not to say anything. Because
Mm-hmm.
let me be clear, if I was Kenya in that situation, I'm not feeling like I have any alignment with anybody. Period. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust none of y'all. So for me to be quiet when I know something has taken place while somebody else is lying about what took place, I better have somebody on the end that I know is good that I can rock with because that's the only way I'm gonna shut up. Because she's been quiet for a long time.
She's been quiet. She never talked about this interaction at the vault. And
Yeah.
I think her and her legal team was waiting for either this episode and the next one or just this one. I think Kenya is about to come out
Yeah.
and talk about, and Bravo is probably scrambling as to what do we actually call this, a timeout, an investigation. You know what I mean? Like they have to position themselves so that Kenya isn't able to sue them not only for the hostile
Allegedly.
work environment in which the right person wasn't reprimanded on time
Hmm.
in a timely manner. Security should have been intervening as
Correct.
soon as this woman threatened. Oh
Allegedly.
God.
Absolutely. Yeah. But think about it like this. So that kind of dives into the further discussion because like we all know Nene Leakes isn't a saint, correct? However,
Mm-hmm.
Kenya is the longest running housewife at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a let me humble you moment? Because since when do you take a newbie's side over your longest running current housewife? Did you
What
always
I
want to get rid of her? Like what is that? Like what is like honestly, where is the loyalty from the production company and the client? Like where is that?
what I think happened is that, and think of this is in my head. What I think happened was that Kenya Kenya was told, you're on pause, do not return. We will figure this out by Real Housewife of Atlanta production. NBC Universal Legal said, what the did you just do? Why are you handling this internally? This GUN situation should have been taken further up the ranks, but I think you have the likes of young producers and showrunners who are like, okay, no, you can't come back because of the revenge P, but they didn't understand the ramifications of last week's episode and what
Right.
that could have did to NBC Bravo.
Well, so this is the thing,
There
right?
are
And this is
young
why
showrunners, inexperienced with. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, what I was gonna say is, but that's the thing because they saw this footage before we did.
Mm-hmm.
And at the core of everything, you saw this woman threaten this woman, and then you forced this woman to
Mm-hmm.
film with this woman. So you're liable, allegedly, just to make sure we're safe. You are now liable if anything was to happen. Like my problem with all of this is it is the measures are not counteracted properly, right? So
Mm-hmm.
absolutely suspend Kenya for the photos. It's not revenge P. That's just a clickbait headline title because nothing she pulled and had wasn't something that was already readily available. Period. So it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
However, where is the equal punishment for the violence that was threatened? Like there was nothing. So that lets me know
Even if
that
I'm a lawyer,
mhm,
yep. Even if I'm a lawyer on Kenya's legal team, I'm going to say Kenya would not have been able to expose Britt had Britt been excused from production a
after
month, a
threatening
week,
me,
2 weeks earlier. Exactly.
after
Britt
threatening
would
me,
not have been a
absolutely.
factor. Britt would not have been at my salon. Britt should have been
Clock,
removed from the cast
clock.
2 months ago, whenever they filmed The Vault versus The
Correct.
Salon, a month ago,
Mhm.
2 weeks ago. Britt should not have been a factor. She should have been removed from by editing. And then my whole incident with at my salon would have never happened because everybody on the cast would have known Britt is gone because of her threats of violence.
Correct.
It's no
And
way.
it's no way she should
Mhm.
have been there. And then not even be
Yep.
there. Like she shouldn't have even been able to like even if you let her film with other people, how dare you put her in the person who she threatens business, her grand opening. Like that's why for me, I
Yeah.
feel like there was a decision that took place and they wanted to get rid of Kenya because nothing else makes sense. And why you want to get rid of her?
They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball, and Kenya's legal team better eat them
They
up.
better eat
And
them
even if she
alive,
doesn't decide to come back, she has such a wrongful termination suit
girl.
that she could probably retire off what she gets. It's gonna be the Monique and Netflix and the Mimi and Bravo. Like, Kenya, get your bag, girl, because they should have terminated
But
Brit
yeah, but
before
Bravo
she
has a
had your
habit.
before you had.
I was gonna say
Mm-hmm.
they have a habit of dropping the
And
ball.
is it
Bravo does.
Bravo has a habit of dropping the ball, and I don't want to attest, I mean, or attribute that to a lack of professionalism on this Black show, but we saw a similar incident in which Wendy was physically attacked by Mia. Is that her name? Mia?
Yeah.
On Potomac. And this other Black show did not have the professionalism to remove Mia, have security intervene, and make a full public statement about physical violence or threats of violence. These Black shows on Bravo are, unfortunately, and I'm not saying the other shows are not innocent, because you have the Erica Janes and Tom Girardis and the Jen from
Girl.
Salt Lake City. You have these women, but these Black shows on Bravo, the violence is not being addressed in a professional manner. The violence is not a part of the show.
Correct.
You are actually having people, but they didn't make a statement when Portia attacked Kenya physically. There has to be what is
No,
the line?
black on black crime is acceptable in all facets. What do you mean?
It is acceptable, and it's putting
Yeah.
NBC at risk, and they don't, and the people who are running the show, the showrunners and production and the EPs are not doing what they're supposed to be doing on these shows. I'm sorry. It's just looking really, really bad, like my bonnet right now.
No, they're girl. I was just thinking the same thing, but I'm gonna just chill. But you know what though? I don't even think that it's the showrunners or the networks. I think that it is um it's literally True TV allegedly, so we can be covered. I think it's True TV because like they are the ones that are they get first dibs at these situations when they happen, and they can mitigate all of this, but they don't. They allow it to grow and blossom and escalate. So it's really the production company itself that is the problem. I don't even put it on the network. Well, I put it on the networks because once you realize that it's the production company that is the problem, you have now a responsibility to get rid of that and do it again. But if it's making you money, you're not going to do that. It's all about the dollar.
Well, as you speak about True TV, it reminded me of Now That's TV. The owner, who was Carly Red's husband, now ex-husband, he has filed for divorce.
Is that who that was?
He owns Now That's TV.
Oh my God, I had no idea. So when I sent my friend, my homeboy, a picture earlier, he was like, I had no idea he had that kind of money. I said, I guess so. But I didn't know where it came from. But that makes sense. So
he's a very successful man.
Okay. So was
And
this
he
a real
probably was
marriage
done
for
with Carly and
Cardi?
her antics because, huh?
Was it well? So my
I'm
friend, so
excited for her.
well, I'm not. I don't watch the show, but my friend gave me a few excerpts earlier, and he said that on the show, on one of the episodes, they were on a group trip, right? And Little Zane or Little Zane's girlfriend or Little Zane, but somebody let it be exposed that Carly Red had slipped Zane her hotel room key. So she was literally playing in this man's face. Mind you, Zane ain't got no money. So no, I'm not happy for her. I'm happy for him that he got out, but I hate that he got out and now he's stuck financially. I hate that for him because this is a situation where this time this man ain't doing nothing wrong. Carly has been problematic for quite some time. She was with last dude trying to still get back with Jock. You know what I'm saying? Married
Remember
Jock.
this guy with the songs, the Life Jennings, and she was laid out on the concrete when he proposed to her?
See what I'm saying?
I like Carly.
And then let's be clear, and then she's 69 and a half years old going through IVF. Like, how selfish is that? Like, you 74 years old, you going through IVF?
Is that what the plan was?
Yeah, she was on the show.
She better be doing that for TV. That better be a fake doctor studio office.
It wasn't, but they are now getting a divorce. I'm sure she's not going to do it. But at the same time, how selfish is that to be 91 years old trying to have a baby via IVF? Making no sense.
Okay, I can't with Carly Red. I don't IVF.
Because that young man wanted a child.
That is, you know what? And that let's maybe we could move on to some raw conversation as 40-year-old women, because the person I'm seeing now does not have children. I know. I know. That makes me, I'm going to be honest, even though I'm a black cat, I'm not that horrible of a person. I feel like if I allow this person to be my lifelong partner, that's a conversation where I'm losing the argument.
every time.
I'm losing the argument. I have to be open to, if I allow this person to be my lifelong partner, I have to be open to having children. This is a West African man.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
I need to get busy. I mean, but after the ring. So the sooner, if he wants to move fast, then we can move fast after the ring.
Okay. Well, that's a good position to have.
After the
For
ring and
sure.
after we talk. I mean, we need to also have a conversation about, because this is somebody who is very successful in his home country and here, that we need to have a conversation about, I mean, he don't like when I
You
bring up
mean
what is the international properties looking like. He doesn't like
you
that conversation, but he says that's off limits to you. And I say,
no, not if I'm wife.
I need to at least let
So,
me know what it is. At least let me
well,
know what it is.
okay. So if he is West African, is it off limits to you because he has a wife there already who is entitled to it?
That is always a possibility.
Okay.
There could even be children.
Well, I'm sure there are. There are definitely children there. There are definitely children there. I just want you to know that, and be prepared and be ready because there are he has three. Okay, there are three. There are three.
The only reason why I'm not completely convinced is because he is slightly younger than me. So
That's
there
fine. That's okay.
could
That's okay.
have
He started at
been,
14. He started at 14. It's fine. 14.
oh my God. How many
Yeah, it's fine.
babies? How many baby mamas? How many wives?
Two baby mamas. One wife. She's still married, and the properties are hers. That's why they're off limits to you.
Oh my God. So I got to split all my American shit with this.
No, the American shit just might be yours.
I'll take it. That's fine. That's fine.
Mhm.
That's fine. But in all realness, he has to be open to having a conversation. At least let me at least look and see if these are like places I need to put on Airbnb or something. Can I
Yeah.
Airbnb your properties?
No, she's already doing that. You can't.
She better be in the village, bitch. I'm in the
She's
city.
not in the village. No, she's not. She's rich.
I'm not running into this bitch at Dirty December with my man, our man.
Who takes a man to Dirty December? Wait a minute.
He takes me to Dirty December, and if the wife looks for him and finds me laid up on him, what are we gonna do, girl? I
But,
can't go to jail in Ghana.
but why I want to go to Dirty December this year? I want to go so
Maybe
bad.
maybe he slipped her the room key like Carly did Zane. You never know.
Girl,
I'm just
I need
saying.
Carly to grow up.
Me and Carly Red, I don't know if we're going through the same life experiences right now
You're
because
not. He's 74.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Okay, where are we going next? Where
I
are we
have no
going? Sips
clue.
and Spills has been wild.
Yeah, should we just do couch confessions or do you want to do what would Auntie do?
Ooh,
What would you like?
let's do couch
You can have
confessions.
whatever
What do
you
you think?
like. Couch confessions. Let's go. Couch
All right, give me one thing that is slightly taboo. Don't get us canceled.
Okay.
We want to not be
Okay.
canceled. But give me something slightly taboo that you felt in the past few weeks that you're like, I don't want to say this out loud.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I hate all the influencers.
Oh, girl, damn.
I do, and it is
I
because
wasn't expecting
yeah, and
that.
it is because they just move so wrong. Like, and I used to say it was because I'm older that I felt this way, but some of these bitches older than me. Let's be real. Like,
Mhm,
I'm
mhm,
from the D.
mhm.
Let's be from the D real quick. Some of these hoes older than me. Let's do that. I'm 40 years old. These bitches 42, 43, 44. Like, one of them dating a 29-year-old makes no sense. Another one dating nobody but it's cool, got kids, but don't have health insurance. I'm confused. Another one crying in a car because somebody yelled at her. Bitch yelled back. Like, it bothers me.
Oh my god, and I bet you're back.
Like, it bothers me. But guess what? I'm still, because I am wild and I am down and I do ride for mine. I'm still gonna watch and play all these hoes on all the
Mhm,
TVs. We're
mhm,
gonna watch
mhm,
all the podcasts. I'm a comment
mhm.
and send super chats because I still do support, but like, it's like, bitches, do better.
I do want the girls to do better and make
Do
better choices.
better. Like,
Mhm.
oh my God. Like, shouts out. Congratulations. Somebody just bought a house. Amazing, beautiful, love it. Bitch, buy a franchise. Open a massage envy as much as you go get massages. Open a spa, a
Uh,
bathhouse. Like, what is going on? And yeah, y'all
mhm.
can talk and say whatever y'all want to say. Yeah, we're just getting started. Yeah, we brand new. Yeah, we ain't did none of this. But guess what? In our real lives, we're solid. This is fun. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. So try again. How about that? Your turn.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go a little light.
Sure, as you should.
Okay. I think that maybe I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for saying that the men who are giving dating advice to other men, the podcast bros, they are lying and they're not in the field. These are men with no experience with real women, so they don't have a clue what they're talking about and should not be giving other men advice at all, ever. Mhm, mhm. I don't see the podcast bros on dates with women. Let me say with women. I don't see there's a one in particular who was always sassy and he has a very tall co-conspirator.
Very tall.
You know what? Now they're all, if I think about the duos,
Hmm.
they're all very sassy.
Mm.
And I don't know who would be willing to date them. And I remember our good friend Funky Dineva said, if they're only dating women, they're not into women at all.
I got one better for you.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Um, and what's this? Couch confessions we doing right now? Oh yes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just I don't care. Because guess what? At the end of the day, y'all can't beat my ass.
They
Um,
can't. They can't.
the most popular or one of the most popular podcasters of them all. I don't understand why there is a black woman sitting next to him on their lovely Pod Wives segment of their podcast. Make it like, baby, are you okay? Blink twice if you need help. How did you get there? Do you think he's going to be different with you than he was with all of the others? Did you look at the cases? Did you look at the charges? Did you look at the penalties? Oh my goodness. But go ahead, boo, go off.
Oh no.
You're
No, no,
you're
no, no, no.
you're winning. Go ahead.
Can we skip this segment because I
We
would
can
like
stop. Go
to
ahead. I'm done.
continue.
She's winning. I'm done. I wish I would. Like, that's again back to what we started out earlier with. Why don't you think you deserve more? You are 30, 35, beautiful, beautiful girl. Got whatever going on for you got going on before you met this person. And you literally choose the bubble gum that somebody stuck on the bottom of a
Oop.
desk in second grade to attach yourself to. Bitch, you better be using it.
Um,
Go ahead, huh?
I don't even know what to say exactly, but I know
Hmm?
It's shade. It's shady. It is shady and truthful, though,
Okay, but
Marjorie.
guess what? There's no shade without no truth. I ain't gonna. One thing I'm never gonna do is lie. I ain't gonna never make up nothing. You can pull all the receipts you want, but when are we going to choose better, or when are we going to stop caring about how we choose? Those are my questions. It's too.
And
It's
we can't label everybody as a hater when they tell you the truth.
correct, and those are my
Nobody
two
is
questions.
unhappy for your love story,
Hmm.
your supposed love story. Nobody's unhappy when they tell you
Correct.
that the man you're supporting and the man that's riding your back and that you buy flights for, we're not hating, babe. We want
Loan
you
forty five
to
hundred
have
dollars too.
better.
Loan $4,500 too. That he can go spend on the next girl. Fly using your
Can you
buddy
imagine
pass.
him pulling your luxury car out of your garage and driving to a not younger, another woman's house?
Can you imagine being in your home, sweeping or mopping your floor, and he comes to tell you a joke, and the start of the jokes makes him seem like he is 10 years old. I'm like, I don't understand any of it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Girl, that
But
man
that's
was
not my
sliding down the
problem.
wall like a toddler. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Hey,
I didn't
babe,
like it.
baby, you smart.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
Don't do it.
okay, my bad.
Don't do it. Don't do
Oh,
it. Don't do that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
okay. Oh, I'm
Let's
sorry.
move on to robes and recommendations, please, because this couch confessions was a lot.
Okay, well, okay, Rose, what you got? Rose and recommendations. What are you? So, what are you
I have
recommending?
an amazing recommendation.
So before you do that, we'll say robes wise. So we have on what is this? The Joy
Oh,
Spun robe. So we're wearing the
it's a
black,
Joyce Fun robe.
yes, Joy Spun waffle robes. I think the color is either black or black soot or something like that. But it's so breathable, so
Mm-hmm.
comfortable. We love it. Um,
We absolutely
so
love it,
that's what we
Joyce Fun.
grabbed so we can start. We can hit record and get consistent. Of course, we both have different bonnets on, and you'll see the bonnets vary throughout the episodes. They'll never probably be the same, or they might. Who
Mm-hmm.
knows? Now, first
No.
recommendation, it's on you, LA.
First recommendation for me, girl. I watched a movie on Netflix called Con Mom, like Con Man, but it's the mom, the
Con
mother.
Mom. Okay,
It
Con
is
Mom.
a full documentary about a chef based in London.
Hmm.
And girl, it is juicy from top to bottom. It's good.
Oh,
Con
okay,
Mom should be everybody's like Sunday afternoon while you got dinner simmering. It's a good show. Good, good,
okay.
good.
I'll have to check that out. Okay.
Yes, you do. It's so good.
Okay, okay, okay. I love that. So, what is my recommendation this episode? So, I bought into the TikTok hype and I ordered some Medicube products. When I tell you all, I just hit like bottom of the jar on the vitamin C moisturizer. It is my absolute favorite moisturizer. Like I was literally scraping it after I did my skincare earlier today, trying to get every single drop I could. That is my recommendation. So the vitamin C moisturizer with the capsules in it from Medicube, TikTok got me. I love it. I am literally
Mm.
on jar number 3, like hit bottom of the pan. Love the stuff to death.
Medicube is really pulling ahead.
Yes, it is. Let me
I
tell you.
love their products.
Yeah, Medicube did it. And I use the Medicube, the vitamin C moisturizer. And then of course I use the microderm solution, the 7500. Like that
Oh,
feels
your skin looks
girl,
glassy, girl.
love
You
it.
look
When I
amazing.
tell you love it. So between
Mm.
those two things and then a little polished choice here and there,
Yes,
baby, I be on it.
Medicube, you heard that. We love
Yeah.
you.
We love you. Yeah. Remember
Amazing.
that, Medicube. Charlemagne the God Podcast Network. You heard that too. We would love to deal. You hear what we're going
Mm-hmm.
on. Yeah, all of
Mm-hmm.
those good things. Because I know one network I would never sign a contract for. But
Mm.
we're not on that segment, so I'm gonna be quiet or whatever. I guess this might be like a wrap up for this first episode. How do you think? How do you feel?
I'm excited. We did so well. I love
Okay.
it.
Okay. I think we can call this the end for episode 1. We put that in the books here. We did it. I will say I am happy we're able to get this episode out. We are looking forward to connecting with everyone. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. All of our contact information will be below in the description box, and we'll release our schedule for you guys so you can tune in as soon as we drop our episodes every week.
Absolutely. So look out for the audio version only on all of your podcast networks. And then you'll also see the full version, audio and visual, on our YouTube channel, the Bonnets and Bathrobes.